What's up, everyone? I am Ryan Ruckus. This is the Ruckus Raw recap for Raw tonight in Portland, Oregon. Portland, Oregon. Sorry. The return of The Rock. Again. I don't know. Anyway, first match on deck was CM Punk versus Daniel Bryan, champion versus champion. Again, from Friday Night SmackDown weekend, on Friday. I don't know why they did it. I guess they did it again. I watch SmackDown every so often. But I've been watching SmackDown a little bit more, now. But if you know what happened on SmackDown, that's why they're having this match. I'm not going to go into it. Whatever. It's champion versus champion. CM Punk comes out. Before the match even starts, Chris Jericho shows up, interrupts the match before it even starts. He says that Punk is good, but he's not the best. He is the best, and he is the last of a breed, of a different era, of different generation. Says that, Punk is a Y2J wannabe, blah, 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 blah. Punk says, listen, dude, you think, that you're the first person to ever say that you're the best in the world, whatever. Does anybody remember Bret Hart? Come on. He says, what, the best, I'm the best there is, the best there was, the best there ever will be. Everyone says that. I mean, a lot of wrestlers say that they're the best. That's just a thing they say. So he's not original by saying, well, I'm the first one that said I'm the best. So, and he talks about, Y2J being gone and, being on Dancing with the Stars and whatever, everyone's always going to rip on Y2J for being on Dancing with the Stars. I think that, that's just something that's always going to be around. They're just going to rip on him for that. Anyway, Chris says, well, when I was gone, all that I could think about was how much I hated you and blah, 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 blah. How much I thought you were just a wannabe and you made me sick. When I saw you saying, you're the best in the world, it made me despise you, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, this goes on for a good while. CM Punk just says, look, man, I'm the best wrestler. I'm the best wrestler. I was born into this, whatever, this is what I'm here to do. This is what I was made for. Tells Y2J in the end something about, when you see me doing this, and he goes ahead and holds up the title, says, I'm the best in the world. He goes, that won't be the end of the world. He goes, that'll be just the end of your world. Which was pretty cool. That was a pretty good punch in the side of Y2J, which was cool. So anyway, match finally starts. Daniel Bryan comes out. Laurinaitis, Otunga, AJ, Teddy Long, Santino. I think that's everyone. I think I covered everyone who was ringside. Teddy Long and Laurinaitis are actually on commentary. And they're complaining about who should be GM, blah, 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 blah. Anyway, David Otunga's trying to interfere in the match, trying to stop CM Punk from winning. Santino goes up there, Cobra's Otunga, which is pretty awesome. John Laurinaitis actually pulls Santino down. Teddy Long gets in Laurinaitis' face, whatever. All while Daniel Bryan's trying to walk up the ramp, trying to leave. Sheamus comes in, throws him back in. CM Punk, GTS to Daniel Bryan. Laurinaitis saw it, stops the match. It was a mess. I don't know who won. Daniel Bryan, I guess. I don't know. Anyway, it was real stupid. That was just craziness that went on. So CM Punk was like, whatever. He was mad. He was really pissed off. Teddy Long actually pushed John Laurinaitis onto the mat, and they were going at it, took off their jackets, whatever, made a big deal about it. CM Punk's leaving. When he's leaving, Chris Jericho comes from behind, knocks him down, starts, wailing on him, scoop slams him onto the actual stage to the metal, then puts him in the walls of Jericho, holds it there until some referees come out, kind of break it, which is that was pretty intense to watch, actually. I was like, oh, wow, like, damn, Jericho, beating the hell out of CM Punk. It's about time, like, I kind of miss Jericho, like, I wasn't really a big fan of Jericho ever, but It just seems like now that since he's been back, he hasn't really been like such a hard ass like he used to be. Now like now that he attacks CM Punk, it's like all right, cool, Jericho's back, awesome. Um, the next thing they did was they did a I think it was a beautiful promo of Taker and Triple H from last year's WrestleMania. And they had interviewers like they interviewed like Stone Cold and the Big Show and things like that, talking about the match, and I thought it was a very beautiful just promo that they put together. It was really good. I mean, I got chills when I was watching. I was like, oh wow, it was really good. The next match was Kelly versus Nikki Bella. Not much I can really say about the match. It was a pretty good match, I guess, for the Divas. That's all I can really say. Bella's trying to do twin magic. It didn't happen. Kelly won. Done. The next match was actually a rewind of last year's WrestleMania. It was John Cena versus The Miz. The Miz comes out John Cena comes out first. The Miz comes out. He's talking about how he's so upset that he's not involved in WrestleMania this year. He's like, really. And really, he's not. So it's kind of weird to not see him in WrestleMania. I mean, he was such a hot superstar last year, and it was just like so weird not to see him a part of WrestleMania this year. Who knows? Maybe we will see him sometime soon, a part of WrestleMania. Anyway, their match was pretty good actually. I actually enjoyed their match. It was very they did a very good job with the match. Cena actually won with the STF. Which was great. I mean, it was just a good match. Very good match. The next match actually surprised me. I thought it was a really cool match. It was a triple threat tag team match for the tag team titles. It was R-Truth teaming up with Kofi, Swagger, and Mr. Ziggles, Dolph Ziggler, and Primo and Epico, the champions. It was a really good match. It was outstanding. I thought every team brought something, and it was actually really good. I hope they do that again. I mean, it was good. I mean, I feel like they could do something like that, triple threat tornado tag team match at WrestleMania. Put a ladder in there, and I think that'd be awesome. That'd be a great WrestleMania match. I mean, I don't see why not. But yeah, it was just a really great match. Kofi and R-Truth seem to be working really well together. I think that's really cool. And of course, Primo and Epico. They're really good. Primo and Epico actually ended up winning. They retained their titles. So, we're going to see some more action, some more tag team title action, I'm pretty sure soon in the future. Then the next thing, Kane came out immediately after that match and just cleaned house and just started choke slamming, kicking everybody. It was, I don't know why. He didn't have any rhyme or reason. It was cool. It was cool to see. Then they had a little John and Teddy segment. John Laurinaitis. Don't want you to get confused. And Teddy segment. Teddy said that there's a rumor that John isn't going to be in control of Raw next week. And then John said, well, I heard that you're not going to be in control of SmackDown because you're going to be fired. And then Teddy ends up calling John Laurinaitis a horse's ass. And before they go to commercial, you can hear the crowd kind of chanting horse's ass, which is pretty funny. The next segment was Eve Torres came out, or Eve Hosky Torres, I should say, and she says that it's not her fault that men fall in love with her. She's so beautiful. It's not her fault that everyone loves her. It was kind of an awkward promo. Like, she kind of just said a couple things. It kind of stood there for a while, and then said one more thing, and then just kind of left. It was kind of awkward. Like, there was nothing big happened out of that. Like, it was a little weird for me. I was like, is anything gonna happen? Is Kane gonna come out and, like, I don't know, sacrifice her in the middle? I don't know. Like, nothing happened. It was weird. Awkward. Anyway, the next match was a tag team match between Big Show and Sheamus teaming up against Cody Rhodes and Mark Henry. This was also a pretty cool match. I thought before the match started, Rhodes actually was picking fun at Big Show, like he's been doing for a while. saying that you never win at WrestleMania. Here's another embarrassing moment. So they showed Floyd Money Mayweather just wailing on Big Show and just busted him up, and then they showed at WrestleMania when he had the brass knuckles and knocked out Big Show and won, and he's just trying to embarrass Big Show, which. I mean, he's kind of got a point. I mean, Big Show's like, what, I don't know, 5-8 or something like that, or 3-8 at WrestleMania. I mean, I don't know, it's pretty bad. WWE.com is even saying he's like the reverse Undertaker almost, and if that doesn't, I'm sorry, man. I love Big Show. He's a cool guy, but come on, man, get some wins, So anyway, that was a pretty good match, actually. Well, actually, it wasn't even. I'm sorry. It wasn't even like a match. It was just Big Show complaining to Cody Rhodes the whole time, yelling at him. I remember him knocking down Mark Henry, and then he was just yelling at Cody Rhodes as Cody Rhodes was kind of leaving. Oh, the really cool part, the reason why I said it was really cool, is because Sheamus actually tagged himself in, caught Mark Henry with a bro kick, a sick-ass bro kick, to tell you the truth. It was awesome. And he won the match for Big Show and himself, which I don't understand why, but I guess that's how they win. I don't know. And last but not least, there was breaking news on WWE.com tomorrow at 10 a.m. Eastern, 9 a.m. Central Time. There's going to be a breaking news announcement from the board of directors. So check that out, WWE.com at 10 a.m. East, 9 a.m. Central. Check that out. I don't know what's going on. Next week, HBK's coming back. So we're definitely going to get some more Undertaker Triple H action, which is going to be awesome. I can't wait for next week. Aren't you excited? Alright, so last but not least, The Rock return. I mean, it's a Rock return. I can't really say much about it. The Rock came back, was working the mic like he always does, tearing John Cena up, just calling him all kinds of stuff. He said, I see you in the back, eating some Kung Pao chicken, and he ended up calling him a Kung Pao bitch, which actually started trending on Twitter, like, worldwide. The crowd started chanting Kung Pao bitch, and, oh, man, I even had to tweet Kung Pao bitch, because that's just hilarious. The Rock says, you should stop fighting for the guys in the back. No one had to fight for me when I was trying to scratch and claw my way at WWE. You think when I was, the poster child of this company, and when everybody was booing me out of stadiums, you think Stone Cold was fighting for me? You think, people were fighting? You think people fought for Rowdy Piper, when everyone hated him? You think people fought for, the Stone Colds, the Triple H's, No. Like, you gotta fight, he says, I fight for the people. You gotta fight for the people. And that's what I do. He said he used to think Cena was a phony, but he's not a phony. He really is, an aggressive guy. He can be aggressive, but, it's crazy, like, what's gonna happen at WrestleMania. I think it's gonna be a great match. Honestly, The Rock was just running his mouth for a good while, and Cena came out. Sorry, I have ADD. I get off track. Anyway, Cena came out and said he used to like The Rock until he met Dwayne. Now he doesn't like Dwayne because he thinks Dwayne is just gonna move his boobies or something like that, and instead of fighting, well, Cena walks off and leaves after he says that, like, 1 minute of his speech or whatever. The Rock says, yeah, that's just like you to come in, talk, and leave. He goes, well, whoever you think I am, Dwayne Johnson, The Rock, we're the same person, and I'm gonna be whooping your ass at WrestleMania. And then, Raw ended like that, and it was a really good Raw. I thought so. WrestleMania is gonna be off the chain. I think it's gonna be so good. Rock, Cena, Triple H, and Undertaker in a Hell in a Cell. Come on, that's awesome. That's gonna be awesome. I think it's gonna be a really good WrestleMania. They're gonna build it up, and it's just gonna be intense. We still got 5 more weeks, so we'll see what happens. In the meantime, but let me know what you think. Again, this is only the 2nd episode. Like I said before in the last video, the videos are only gonna get better. I'm gonna improve the sound quality eventually. I'm gonna improve the video and everything. I'm gonna try and keep you guys entertained, later on. But let me know what you think. Let me know your opinions and ideas about what you thought about Raw, or what you think about the WWE, what direction they're going towards for WrestleMania. Like this video, comment, do what you gotta do. I don't care if it's negative. I don't care if it's positive. Just shoot me a line, say something. I'll talk with you. I'm Ryan Ruckus, and this is the Ruckus Raw recap. We'll see you next week. Peace. I keep saying that. I need to stop saying that. I'm sorry. Where's the stop button?